I just listened to a man, his name is David Banner, and he talked about he has morals. Well, I was taught to live by a code, and it's something similar to what he was saying. There's just certain things that we would not do, I would not do, and I wouldn't let nobody do that around me. And those of you who have sat by and idly let things happen, whether it be in the government, your family, on the streets, no matter what, there's a code that certain people live by. And when you don't have a code, then that makes you susceptible to anything, and you're a beast roaming the floor. You don't care about how you treat a woman, a man, or anything. You're a beast. You're not a human. And this is what we have running around in the Oval, in the White House, taking over operations and organizations and people's positions that were human beings. A beast, sometimes the only thing that you can do is correct that beast. But when human beings sit by and let things happen and don't do anything about it, that says something about you. Now, I wanted to get on here and I wanted to talk about Al Green because I'm going to make his name sing. I want to make you understand that people want to censor a man for being a man and sticking up for people that he respects. You may not respect because you've been bought and paid. And that's all the way up to the highest offices in this land. I talked about people being American. You do a blanket call if you are born in America and say Americans and citizens, but you don't treat everybody as American citizens. Say, for instance, 1841, you enslaved Indians. Say, for instance, you encourage European immigrants to come to this country and you give them 20 acres of land, free land, if they bring a male slave, and 10 acres if they bring a female slave. You tell me where's the citizenship in that? And they tell you that they've amended the Constitution. But you amended. When did you say that an Indian and a black man is a human being? No exception. That they are a citizen, that they are American. And I'm saying all this to say that sometimes we believe in false ideals. We listen to a man who's been talking out of the side of his neck since he came here. He doesn't act like a human being. He acts like the beast of the field. He wants everybody to know that he's the king of the jungle. But the jungle sometimes will turn on a beast, an individual, or anything, because nothing trumps nature. Nothing trumps the highest life form in this universe system. But getting back to what I wanted to get back to is that we have bullies in the White House, and we have cowards in the legislature and the Supreme Court. All been paid for so that when they knew this man was going to win, he would already have everything he needs to start using a pen to dismantle this country, to destroy this country, because I can't see not one thing that his pen has done to enrich this country. I've seen it enrich billionaires. I've seen it turn friendly allies into foes. I've seen it, and I've seen the destruction that is wreaking havoc on people's jobs. And let me tell you something, I don't feel sorry for none of y'all, because most of the time you could give a damn less about citizenship, Americanism, or anything when it comes down to a black man. But when you start feel the pains and the anger and the disrespect that a black man has faced for over 300-400 years by your hands, then all of a sudden you ain't understanding no. See, I came on here wanting to speak about something, and I want to mention this in passing, but Harriet Tubman, born in March, died in March. Okay? Now, I'm told she died in 1913. She was born in 1822. And I'm taking a break to honor her, like I'm going to honor all my ancestors that I can think of and that I will be allowed to do, because you can't fit Black history in 1 month, because it's world history. I'm going to keep telling you that. When you have a situation that you're facing right now, and stand idly by, like the Democrats did and are doing, and I want to know the names of those Democrats that signed for Al Green to be censored, because your coward ass is going to be blasted on this internet. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was willing to fight for this country. See, I believe in a lot of ideas and things like that. You know what? Hey, the sucker is going every minute. And I see how we treat it. They're talking about Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, and VA benefits for people who don't need it and who never served. And we gonna let that happen? Now, I might believe that ordinary people who never had to go through basic training, who never had to go through their specialty after basic training, and then go to a unit, who might have been on alert 24 hours a day, 365 days out of the year, for 2 years, you better not be late for formation. You better not disrespect your officer. You understand? You give an order, you do it, or you go to jail. Now, I'm going to say something. They have enough cowards in the legislature, the Supreme Court, and in the Oval Office. Let me add to that number. When somebody takes something from you that you richly deserve, then you either have to take it back or suffer the consequences. I am not in no kind of way calling for any kind of physical or revolutionary tax or anything else. All I'm saying is, if you take my loaf of bread, I have a right to take it back. Now, I'm going to cut off here for TikTok because they only give me 10 minutes. But I'm going to keep going on because this live gives me a little bit more time. And I want to talk to Black people especially, but I'm talking to all my brothers and sisters out there. And you don't have to love me as a brother and sister. I don't give a damn if you do or you don't. I would like to have it because we could do more as a group. But I don't give a damn if I'm by myself. I can't stand by here and let somebody do what they're doing to us. We fought Nazism, and I'm talking about our ancestors now. We fought Germany, Japan, Vietnam, all over the world. And we may not have been fighting for the thing that we thought we were fighting for, but we were told that we were fighting for those things. So I'm telling you, if I was lied to and I believed it, that's on me. But right now I'm paying attention. I don't get it. I like to do this. I would love to be telling you more about Harriet Tubman. But this, I can't talk about Harriet Tubman in the past, but I got my future is in jeopardy. Your future is in jeopardy. Our future is in jeopardy. And if we can't see that, then we either blind or fools. We need to get back to the old ways. Because these new ways, they don't have respect for persons, ideals, morals, women, nobody. Now I'm going to tell you, the day that I can't work and do things in a peaceful manner, it's going to be, you know, they didn't teach us in the military how to play hopscotch, play with marbles, or building blocks. They told us how to tear that stuff down and destroy anything in front of you. They told us how to adapt. And I would tell you what they said, adapt and overcome. But when they say overcome, it's destroyed by any means necessary. And every soldier that you see walking the street, whether he's a bum or a general, you know, a CEO or a clerk, was taught for 8 weeks how to destroy things and people. And so now, these same people who have to learn how to become a civilian again, to learn how to blend into society again after being in a military type environment where everything was based on destruction. And if you did not go along with that, they would destroy you. Now, I'm saying all of that to say this. You may be able to take things from the general, but I'll be damned if you're just going to be able to take them from veterans and they refuse to do anything. Even if I got to get a damn cane myself, you just destroy me because I'm not going to let that happen. I worked too hard and went through too much bull stuff that you rich people and the people in power didn't have to do And if you got some of them cowards that was in the military going along with this, then you can come see me because you know right from wrong. You know what needs to be done. We don't live, and we're not going to go along with no dictatorship, monarchy, oligarchy, or none of that. And especially black people should have had enough of all of that. Not every black person was a slave. But I tell you something, the history has been so messed up. They were coming over here thousands of years before Europeans even came out of the cave. Africans were roaming in Asia before they had Asia. But nobody wants to tell a true story. But the true story lies in our community mind. And it lies in the minds of our dead ancestors who are now speaking to us. I tell you these things based on the tracks that I see, the breadcrumbs that I see. As of now, there is one man who is assembling and galvanizing his team, his new world order, or what have you, to be able to put this country, hopefully, that's what he hopes, into a system where he will be the leader. That's when the military takes over. That's the only organization right now that I see is the biggest hurdle. And I tell you that I've been serving in the military, and I was told to go against the very people that I come from, and I'd probably be shot or shoot somebody because I'm not going to do it. But you never know behind the kind of conditioning and training that they did to slaves, they also do to soldiers. And sometimes they become so basically institutionalized that they will carry out any order. It escapes me the word I'm looking for, martial law. This is, I believe, the end game for the current administration. That way, he doesn't even need a pen to sign executive orders. He just gives them. But I believe we got men and women in the military that wouldn't let it go that far. But that's the only piece that I see, because right now he's throwing distractions at everybody. He's signed so many executive orders, he got to run around like chickens with their head cut off so that they cannot or will not see the true plan. But not everybody's distracted. Not everybody's responsible. If this country comes under martial law, we're going to then, by right, the president will be the leader. But if it's this president, we're going to have a big problem. In fact, you won't be able to handle what will come at you because it'll be your own children, aunts, uncles, fighting aunts and uncles. We had all of this stuff go down once before. Yes, there may be a civil all right, because it's that end game. And we have scientists, we have professors, we have government officials, and you can't see it. Are you still sitting around like a coward when one of your own is trying to take up for the constituents that voted him in there? Have you been paid so much money and you've gotten used to the life that you got that you will sacrifice your fellow man just to be in the position that you are in? Does money mean that much to you that you could be bought and sold like a piece of gum and then spit out when you are no longer of use? Can't you see by the dawn's early light that it's time to